Are you pregnant and constantly tired, no matter how much you rest? Do you wake up exhausted and go to bed feeling even worse? Are you telling yourself that this is normal, that pregnancy is supposed to feel like this, and that you just need to push through it? Let me ask you something important. Does this exhaustion feel deeper than simple tiredness? Does it feel like your body is heavy, your mind is foggy, and even small tasks drain you completely? If that sounds familiar, this video is for you. Pregnancy does cause fatigue. That is true, but there's a difference between normal pregnancy tiredness and exhaustion that is warning you that something is wrong. Many pregnant women, especially those going through pregnancy alone, ignore exhaustion because they feel they do not have the option to slow down. Bills still exist. Responsibilities do not disappear. Life does not pause just because you are pregnant. So you keep going. You normalize feeling weak. You accept constant fatigue as the price you must pay. But exhaustion is not always harmless. Sometimes it is your body asking you to stop before damage happens. One of the most common mistakes pregnant women make is assuming that all exhaustion is normal and temporary. In reality, persistent exhaustion can be a sign of underlying problems that need attention. When your body is growing another human, it requires more oxygen, more nutrients, more blood volume, and more energy. If your body cannot meet these demands, it will show you signs. Exhaustion is one of the earliest and clearest signs. Severe or constant fatigue can be linked to anemia, which is very common during pregnancy. When your iron levels are low, your body struggles to carry enough oxygen. This can leave you feeling weak, dizzy, short of breath, and mentally slow. Left untreated, anemia increases the risk of complications during delivery and recovery. Exhaustion can also be related to blood pressure issues. Both high and low blood pressure can cause extreme tiredness, headaches, vision problems, and nausea. These are not symptoms to ignore. Blood pressure problems during pregnancy can escalate quickly and without much warning. Another possible cause of extreme exhaustion is poor sleep quality. Pregnancy already disrupts sleep, but constant stress, anxiety, and emotional overload make it worse. When your nervous system is always alert, your body never truly rests, even if you are lying down. Many single pregnant moms live in a constant state of worry. Worry about money, worry about the future, worry about being judged, worry about being enough. That mental load drains energy just as much as physical work. Chronic stress keeps your body in survival mode. Over time, this leads to hormonal imbalance, weakened immunity, and deeper fatigue. This kind of exhaustion does not go away with a nap. Another warning sign that is often ignored is exhaustion combined with dizziness or faintness. Feeling lightheaded when standing, walking, or even sitting is not something to brush off. It can indicate circulation issues, dehydration, low blood sugar, or nutrient deficiencies. Some women ignore these signs because they are afraid of medical visits or costs. Others ignore them because they do not want to seem dramatic. But pregnancy is not the time to downplay symptoms. Exhaustion paired with frequent headaches is another red flag. Occasional headaches can happen, but persistent or severe headaches can signal dehydration, stress overload, or blood pressure problems. Headaches that do not improve with rest should always be taken seriously. One of the most dangerous habits is comparing your experience to others. You might hear someone say they worked full-time through pregnancy and felt fine. Or you might see images online of glowing, energetic pregnant women. Comparison convinces you that your exhaustion means weakness. It does not. Every pregnancy is different. Every body responds differently. Your experience does not need to look productive or inspirational to be valid. Another important point is emotional exhaustion. This is often overlooked because it does not show up in blood tests. Emotional exhaustion looks like numbness, irritability, frequent crying, or feeling disconnected from your body and surroundings. It often comes from carrying too much alone for too long. Emotional exhaustion affects decision-making. It makes it harder to advocate for yourself, harder to ask for help, and easier to accept unsafe situations. Over time, it affects your physical health as well. Exhaustion during pregnancy is not just about comfort. It is about safety. When your body is constantly depleted, your ability to respond to complications decreases. Recovery becomes harder. Labor becomes more demanding. Postpartum healing takes longer. Ignoring exhaustion does not make you resilient. It delays care. There is a difference between being tired and being unwell. Learning to recognize a difference can protect you and your baby. At this point, you might be wondering how to tell whether your exhaustion is normal or something more serious. That is exactly what we will talk about next. We will look at specific warning signs that mean you should stop pushing and seek help. We will talk about when rest is not enough and why listening early matters. If you are pregnant and constantly exhausted, do not rush to dismiss it. Your body is speaking. The question is whether you are listening. One of the most important things to understand about exhaustion during pregnancy is that it often escalates quietly. It does not usually arrive as a dramatic collapse. It builds slowly, day by day, until function becomes harder and harder. Because the change is gradual, many women adapt to it instead of questioning it. They wake up tired and assume that is just how life is now. They struggle to focus and tell themselves it will pass. They feel weak but keep going because stopping feels impossible. But there are specific signs that exhaustion has crossed from normal into dangerous, and these signs should never be ignored. If your exhaustion does not improve after rest, that matters. If you sleep and wake up feeling just as drained as before, your body is not recovering properly. Rest should restore some energy. When it does not, it suggests that something deeper is happening. If exhaustion comes with shortness of breath during simple activities, that is a warning. Walking across a room, climbing a few steps, or standing for short periods should not leave you breathless. This can indicate anemia, heart strain, or circulation issues that require medical attention. Another serious sign is exhaustion combined with swelling that appears suddenly or worsens quickly, especially in the face, hands, or legs. While some swelling can be normal during pregnancy, sudden or severe swelling paired with fatigue and headaches can signal blood pressure problems. Exhaustion that comes with chest discomfort, irregular heartbeat, or constant weakness should never be dismissed. These are not symptoms to manage alone. Many women hesitate to seek help because they worry they are overreacting. But pregnancy complications are not always loud. They often whisper before they become emergencies. Another overlooked factor is dehydration. Pregnant bodies need more fluids, and dehydration can cause deep fatigue, dizziness, headaches, and muscle weakness. Some women do not realize how little they are drinking, especially if nausea limits intake. Exhaustion caused by dehydration can worsen quickly. Low blood sugar is another contributor. Skipping meals, eating irregularly, or relying on low-nutrient foods can lead to crashes in energy that feel overwhelming. These crashes affect mood, concentration, and physical stability. Exhaustion can also be connected to thyroid issues, which sometimes appear or worsen during pregnancy. Thyroid imbalances affect metabolism and energy regulation. Left untreated, they can impact both mother and baby. This is why persistent exhaustion should always be discussed with a healthcare provider. Blood tests and monitoring exist to identify these issues early. Seeking help is not a sign of weakness. It is a protective step. Beyond physical causes, lifestyle patterns play a major role. Overworking during pregnancy is often normalized, especially for women who feel financially insecure. Many single pregnant moms feel they cannot afford to slow down. They work longer hours, take fewer breaks, and ignore their limits. But constant overexertion drains a body's reserves. It increases stress hormones and reduces recovery capacity. Over time, this leads to burnout that rest alone cannot fix. Learning to pace yourself during pregnancy is not laziness. It is adaptation. Your energy is no longer meant to be spent the same way it was before pregnancy. Sleep patterns also matter. Poor sleep is not just about hours. It is about quality. Anxiety, fear, and emotional overload keep the nervous system alert. Even when you sleep, your body does not fully relax. If your mind races at night, if you wake up tense, or if sleep feels shallow, your exhaustion may be emotional as much as physical. Addressing stress through support, counseling, or lifestyle adjustments can significantly improve energy levels. Another mistake many women make is minimizing their exhaustion because they feel others have it worse. Suffering is not a competition. Your experience does not need to reach a breaking point to be valid. Pregnancy is a time when prevention matters more than endurance. Addressing issues early protects both you and your baby from avoidable complications. Listening to exhaustion means making changes. It may mean asking for lighter duties at work. It may mean prioritizing medical appointments even when inconvenient. It may mean adjusting expectations and allowing yourself to rest without guilt. Rest is not something you earn after everything is done. During pregnancy, rest is part of the work. If you are pregnant and constantly exhausted, the most important question is not how long you can keep going, but what your body is asking you change. Ignoring exhaustion teaches your body that its signals do not matter. Listening teaches its safety. This video exists to remind you that pregnancy is not a test of endurance. It is a period of intense physical and emotional demand that requires care, awareness, and protection. You are not weak for feeling tired. You are human, and your body deserves attention. If this message resonates with you, take it as permission to slow down and check in with yourself. Seek medical advice. Ask questions. Adjust your pace. Strong pregnancies are not built on exhaustion. They are built on listening, support, and timely care.